So the New York starting five. We've got Josh Richardson. Cauley Stein is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Burke, and it's Temple in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the great one, and it's Drummond in at the 5. Of course, teams sometimes struggle right out of the blocks. When do they generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button?
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kevin. But the one thing that would concern any team, obviously, is injury to a star, either an established star or a rookie they're trying to get good minutes for. But, boy, if you're hitting the panic button this early, look out.
But the one thing is, Doris, you can really kind of rectify the situation because of the length of the regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. An NBA year affords plenty of opportunities to find your footing.
It's deflected. Bagley with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Burke looking over the floor. Pass to Bagley. Over onto Kumbo. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton outside. Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. The great one's got the first basket of the game for the Bucks.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. That shot off, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Pass to Temple. Now Cauley Stein, defended by Middleton. Bounce pass Cauley Stein. Here's Bagley. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance.
Bledsoe for 3. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Looking for the first basket of the game.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. To the wing right side. The great one passes to Drummond. To the middle. No good from the great one. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Burke. Offline with his 3.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Bagley against Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Giannis. Just 2 to shoot. They grab their own miss.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Knicks trail by 8. Now Now here's Richardson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Burke with it, fires the three, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's the great one in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cauley-Stein dishes to Richardson. Here's Temple, defended by Middleton. Here's the pass to Cauley-Stein. From deep. Burke can't get it to go.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Outside, Bagley. Here's Temple, guarded by Bledsoe. Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Tips it. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
New York calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Knicks trail by 12. And here is Burke. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Temple the pass to Bagley. They need this one. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Burke. Antetokounmpo defending. Richardson outside. Fires the three. Drops in the tray. Richardson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. The great one passes to Giannis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. George, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They are thrilling. I would agree. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from 11. Drummond trying to get himself free. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Rebound Andre Drummond.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's the great one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Richardson.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Bucks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And the Bucks making a change here. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-7 run. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to the great one. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his third assist on the night. Knicks trail by 14. Pass to Bagley. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
He's got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. The Bucks. The Knicks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Burke. Marvin Bagley is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Temple in at the 2. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Spurs was all business. He scored 45 points. And as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
And Greg, let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long. Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Now, here's Burke. D right on him. New York moving the ball around. Bagley finds Temple. Shoots from 14, and yes, it's good.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Passes it to Middleton, to the paint. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Burke. 8 points for him. Right side Bagley. Back to Burke. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Burke's got 10 points.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Middleton looking it over. Now the pass to the great one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
That one is no good. Knicks trail by 18. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Now Burke, 10 points for him. To the left wing. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Temple dishes to Cauley-Stein. Over Drummond. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's foul number 2 for him. Milwaukee leading by 18. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Passes to the great one. Another shot. And Giannis with the layup. Giannis has got 8 points in the quarter.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
The pass to Bagley. Over onto Tecumbo. Bagley, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Giannis inside. Defended by Bagley. The layup off target. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for New York. New York calls timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Bagley, the pass to Temple. New York needs to get off a shot. VanVleet can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Knicks with the ball. And the shot drops as they pick up 2 points from the Great One. The Great One's got 20 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And he's able to get it back. Bagley finds VanVleet. They could use a bucket. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to the Great One. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Temple, and he lays it up and in. Temple's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Knicks. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the Great One. He's got 22. Shots good by Middleton.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Spurs. Richardson against Middleton. Now here's VanVleet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 4 on the clock. Here's Bagley. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it so close.
Carter, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
The Knicks have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. inside. That's tipped. Melli passes to Drummond. Here's Melli to the left side wing. Stolen by Carter. Pass to Van Vliet. 4 seconds left. No good that time. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Bucks on top. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there at Bledsoe. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The shot's good from the Great One.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Burke kicks to Cauley-Stein. Passes it to Temple. Here's Bagley. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And how about the strength on display there? Even when you whack Bagley, he's outstanding at fighting through it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And for Milwaukee, their shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great. They're 63% from the floor in this game. Bucks passing it around. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's the Great One. Kicks it to Drummond. Bledsoe outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
And the pass to Bledsoe. Down low. Now Drummond. Pass to the Great One. Here's Giannis. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's the Great One. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Burke, the pass to Temple. Great D that time from Middleton.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And it's Burke with the ball for New York. Here's Richardson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Knicks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Bledsoe passes to the Great One. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is.
.127 left in the third quarter. Van Vliet kicks to Carter. Van Vliet with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. 6 to shoot. The 3 nailed from three-point land. Van Vliet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
The shot's good from the great one.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Richardson outside. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He misses the free throw. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's the great one. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound, Harden. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. To the inside. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooter.
Pulls up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 6. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, running away with it. Don't go anywhere, the final quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Bagley, Fred Van Vliet out there with Green, and it's a Kuhn Purcell in at the 2 guard. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. That one goes. Count it. And that's now 33 points for the great one.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Bagley, and it's good for 2.
And he's just an attacking player, a guy who doesn't mind a little contact. Bagley there with a strong finish.
Passes it to the great one. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Melli passes to the great one, and he uses the glass on the layup. The great one's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And here is Van Vliet. Here's Brazdeikis. Shoots it up. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And again, another basket good from the great one. The great one's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Van Vliet looking around. Here's Bagley. Drops in the layup for 2.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's the great one, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Pass to Bagley. Doris, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Van Vliet kicks to Green. Now, here's Bagley. He's guarded closer. Here's Van Vliet. Drains it from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
The great one. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Left side, Bagley. There's the pass to Brazdeikis. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And New York making a change here. Warwick's checked in. Brazdeikis passes to Akun Purcell. Here's Van Vliet. Milwaukee with the rebound. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
To the paint, a steal, and a fast break now for New York. Here's Warwick. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
The great one passes to Melli. Inside, the great one. Green with the block.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for New York. Here's Akun Purcell. Pass to Warwick. Van Vliet with it. Lock at 6. Puts it up from 12. And that one is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to the great one. Here's Motley. No good on that one. Great tee that time from Green. And Warwick kicks to Van Vliet. Here's Akun Purcell. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Here's Warwick. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
The great one passes to Motley. Over Green. Second shot opportunity. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here on free. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Balestrieri, and the jumper is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The pass to the great one. Stolen by Carter. Here's Temple. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
The assist, Burke.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo skims it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Burke, the pass to Carter. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
An emphatic LU jam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And he makes that one. 47 points for the great one.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Carter, and the layup is good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their...
Thank you for joining us.